deep control they already have, this could be a nasty surprise. Now, Zeek is already just looking to try and take some contact. Basically, allow his teammates to be that nasty surprise. Nice through, should get the information. keloqz is up top. It's a bit of an awkward fight, and in fact, overall, it came out on top for EG.
Well, although Ethan goes down in the end, like with the damage done, Calm and jawgemo, it's not great. It really isn't. Like, they're in a position now where these pistols on the other side can take them down so easily. They're going to have to rely on Boostio doing a lot of work on his way back through. They know that he can be on this angle. Mixwell not able to do too much with the near sight, but his teammates are on the way to help. There it is, though.
Already turning things back into an advantageous position. Turret down, and jawgemo trying to just find a little bit more here as the defenders are struggling to get their way back through. Not a lot of utility to play with here as they look to try and connect any sort of shots, but they are shutting it down. Boo will at least be able to get one, but EG are there with the start.
Traps in new positions, and that's going to be something that they have to contend with on their way in. Ethan already making quite a bit of space, catching a fair bit of information, and you can see he's just scouting it out, acting as a recon dart, but here he makes a decision. Does he go back, or is he committing to it? And it's a full commitment out of Ethan! He's caught Zeek completely off guard! Now the site's under threat. There's enemies all around. They need to clear out a safe haven for themselves. The decoy almost catching them, and now they realize, okay, we've got control, but look how much time that bought.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ethan was so low on HP, he's just decided to leave. keloqz, though, has already caught the close man. They're going to try and find if there's anybody else lurking around the backlines, and Boo with the spam has found another. In behind them is Ethan. He's managed to sneak his way through, but keloqz has found his third in the round. Just one left standing. VCJ trying to hold it down. The time, though, has the time actually gone already? I think it might have done. It's going to be incredibly close, and they win it anyway.
And this team seems to be gradually shifting towards them. They've left the spike behind, though. They haven't made their mind up yet. This might sell it, though. A quick double, and the 5 HP keloqz is the last man standing on B.
Well, that's not going to make much of a difference. Down to one. Shot not connected, and really starting to come under pressure. They know exactly where he is, and he's starting to be pushed from behind. He's dead. No chance of survival in that scenario. The rotation has finally come through from the rest of the team, but EG have done well to pick this defense apart. Boo is hoping he can maybe make a little bit of space for AvovA. The spike is still only just rotating in, so it's not like the clock is against them just yet, and AvovA has managed to sneak his way through.
Oh, well, Ethan had spotted that evidently, and with that, the round is closed out quickly. This is covering double doors, but it's also allowing him to hold the B long position.
I remember Ardis using this one.
Quite a bit, and then you have that trap there as well, and obviously you can just allow them to come in, maybe even the Yoru making a play, and you're going to catch him off. But look at where this teleport has gone.
Dear.
It's actually ridiculous. He's behind them on A right now. The lineup is perfect. Ethan,
it doesn't matter, though. keloqz is just killing everyone. They're trying to bypass him, and he just gets 4 kills. What is happening? He's just decimating at the moment, and now Ethan, as you said, he was lining up, he was getting in behind them. But it doesn't matter, all of his team are dead. He now needs to ace.
They were banking on his flank so much. The ultimate after the TP was right behind them, but instead of that flank coming through, you had this sneaky aggressive push on A main, completely catching them off.
It wasn't sneaky. They spotted him. They saw him in the corner. He fake updrafted away and then just stayed, peeked out, and killed everyone. This was the least sneaky play I've ever seen in my life. And keloqz.
Well, this retake's starting to run out of time. They've got to get it started eventually, and on the way through, Zeek good to pick it up, but it's Jet in the corner. Could be the point man for this round, catching them off. The spray's good, but the damage isn't there in the end. A right click to bring it down to 1 enemy left. Mixwell, the father of Valorant, now has to close this out. And let's see if he can find it. The dash, it's quick, and he's just playing the clock here. It might again come down to the time. I don't think he's got it.
Yeah, he's not got it.
Yeah, it was a good first half, but now this is where the challenge comes in. Flash used as a support for his teammates, and they're actually double peeking around, effectively turning this into a 2-lane fight, double peeking them down and leaving EG in a 4 versus 3 versus 1. It shouldn't be possible for Boo, but a few well-placed headshots, and those odds could quickly turn into his favor. Boo goes back, gets his camera, gets his utility. He waits for it to be back online so he can spot them, figure out where they are. Okay, didn't get him a ton of information, but it's worth using.
There.
Maybe they went back to A side at this point, right? So it's worth putting down. He's given himself every advantage. This is a Cypher clutch. Unfortunately, there's 3 players holding the angle, so he's going to die.
Yeah,
but
just trying to get that little bit of extra space. Calm in the right position at the right time. He's tagged desperately low, but in fact, the pressure's coming in from behind. BcJ's managed to catch another one. Now diminishing any advantage that was there, but keloqz lurking through the back lines. This should be for free. An easy kill to turn it back into a 3v3 scenario. Com still in an aggressive spot. He finds another, drops the spike on the ground, and now they have the pincer, have them surrounded. It's all onto keloqz, and even he can't win this round.
Yeah, when it comes to keloqz, it's much more one-dimensional. You got to dash forward. You can't just appear in their spawn. And let's see what he can do here. Great flash by Ethan. What a setup. 2 kills for his trouble. Down goes a Nano to delay a little longer, and there's only 20 seconds left on that clock. They have got to get going now. That first duel doesn't go too bad, nor does the second. They're back in control.
The spam's going to get rid of him, though.
10 seconds.
It actually comes out from BcJ. That Odin has actually worked out for them. Trying to get that plant again. Boo just needs to defend. mixwell will be able to get it down, somehow turning it 2v2.
He's dodged the flash! There's the wallbang from BcJ's in Astral 4. Weapon out, not on time. Boo has a chance. Headshot needed, and it's delivered! Boo! He saved the round for Heretics. They're not out yet.
Well, they have plenty of utility still to deal with BcJ. They know exactly where he is, stunned into the corner. I think they still have an aftershock as well, so he's going to be somewhat stuck in the mud. I don't think it's going to connect him. He's still just sat there. I don't know if they're going to expect it anymore. The flash is fantastic as well, and the swing comes out from the SMGs. Just a tiny gap behind the aftershock, and EG steal the round.
They are looking as if they're retake B. They've got a Killjoy on site and a turret watching for a long push, but instead it's Ethan watching long. Boo's caught completely off guard. Boostio's able to grab 1, 2, and now took in for a little more. Ethan's eventually going to deal with AvovA, and this is now looking done and dusted. keloqz has to do it all with that Blade Storm, and nothing will be found. 5 whiffs a day. If there's a 6th one, you're going on stream.
Oh, this is fast. keloqz is completely blind, but I guess it doesn't matter. So was jawgemo on the other side. Nice shot from Ethan. He hasn't been missing too many. Now Com is the snake in the grass. Sat back, but things have slowed down. There's not really a reason for Heretics to continue to push this. They found a Rolling Thunder with the ult orb for mixwell, and they already have a man advantage.
Yeah, I gotta respect keloqz, man. He just doesn't stop. He went forward, got hit by every piece of utility. Even when he got flashed again, he went, I'll just dash forward. And then tried to kill the guy after. He was already dead. And he wasn't happy with that. He was like, oh, guys, I was blind during all that fight. I'm just gonna peek the site. I'll look for a little bit more. In the end, it's not left them in a terrible position. If they can deal with Calm, this round is almost locked in. I see BcJ slowly shifting back over here, but if Calm goes out for this peak, he better be hitting everything. Only a couple seconds left for him to go forward or backwards, and it looks like he's going to call the retreat.
That's the thing, backwards might actually be worse, depending where that Rolling Thunder is placed. I can only assume that's going to go through in a second or two.
No.
Already, the knife is going to give them a little bit of extra information. BcJ, though, just with a spam through the smoke, has managed to take out 2. The wall back not doing anything. Zeek has found that frag instead. Back into a 2v2 we go. Com has managed to hold onto some ground. He's pressuring onto Zeek. The spike plant will come through, and there's a flank. Boostio in behind.
This might not be expected. So many angles to consider at this point. They know where Com is, or was at least. Starting to move out. Now here's what I like. They're taking their own control, and that set them up nicely, actually, for avoiding this Killjoy ult. They don't need to worry too much about it. Sure, Zeek might be in a tough position, but AvovA, he might even catch them on the way through. It's the timing. It's absolutely everything here. It comes down to just 1 man left, and he's being detained.
No!
Zeek!
Don't do it!
He's been caught out!
No! Oh, he was so convinced that his teammate would be able to survive. The defuse going to go through in the last second or so. And honestly, I'm just happy it wasn't a knife.
You're not always going to come in playing your primary role. Let's see how this one goes already. Team Heretics taking it right into the site. keloqz good for 1, but the trade is clean. The Nano delays the rest of the team. And it looks like Boostio might even get out. He's being spotted though, and that's a clean kill.
Yeah, again, solid flash. That one coming through from mixwell. That's happened a couple of times where they have a lot of these sort of flash and dash setups coming out to give keloqz that opener. The fact that they managed to get a second one, though, that makes things a bit more interesting. Now, Ethan has pushed up into mid. Now, he's got a frenzy, so obviously the range is not really going to be in his favor. So I don't know how much further than this he's going to be able to go. And it seems like they're waiting for him, just watching. And with him being spotted, he now has the decision to almost fall back.
Yeah, I mean, EG don't really have the ability to contain here. And, well, jawgemo, they've popped a nade down. That's going to delay a little longer, but they've still got a bit of time. Those spams through the smoke, on the other hand, massive damage. 13 HP left on Zeek, 68 on Mixwell. And what was previously, I mean, 10 seconds. Oh, there's going to be a fight in mid. And that's gone Team Heretics' way despite the low HP. BcJ left on 30, and he's got 2 opponents to deal with. Mixwell low. Look, this has been a scrappy round so far, but they're still in with a chance on EG.
BcJ desperately low on health. Needs an instant kill, and he's not going to get anything for it.
Mixwell's taking this so Zeek can play more aggressive, almost on the attack side with that
Killjoy.
Why have they lost so many players already?
He had to go for a knife because he ran out of bullets. This is one of the messiest rounds I think I've ever seen. What? BcJ just reads it in the smoke, and he's dropped the spike on the ground. Now Zeek does have the Guardian. Maybe not the greatest weapon for close range, but a single bullet will take out one. Trying to fake the time a little bit, and Com coming up behind him. Time is going to be absolutely everything. Now the alarm bot is down, so it's going to give the information away. It means that this becomes an isolated fight. Spike's going to be retrieved, but he has to almost plant it here. He can't rotate, he can't go anywhere. So he's looking to try and isolate that final jewel. And with it, getting a little bit awkward, he will finally find it. He knows roughly where that last man is going to be, and the plant should be in. Maybe going to find him with the tag at least. That gives the information over to the other side, and an SMG's been picked up. I don't know if he knows he's close, but he finds the shot anyway. They smoked the alarm bot as well. So that's not going to be the information there. Just that small piece of utility has managed to put the pressure onto Com. First goes his way with the Odin. He is going to get tagged up and wallbanged as well. Mixwell looking good so far, and now the Odin's in enemy hands.
The only rifle they had was a Guardian. You know, they had the chance to spam back at the start of the round, but they did it in the end. And now an Odin picked up for Boo, a recon. 20 seconds till that's going to be back online, and that means a last-second exec here from EG. Even gets a little more dangerous. They're starting to make their way in already, looking for space. Mixwell up close, going to be a massive danger. He's gone for the blade, swinging up in, and they had absolutely no idea, no iota what was coming their way, and the Odin wallbang to close it out.
What is this? Yeah. Why are you fighting this with an Odin? He's going to get the kill. jawgemo's found on the other side of the map as well. He gets dinked instantly and still swings.
Tom, all I'm going to say is if I try that in ranked, you are going to scream at me for the next
because
minute.
you'll die instantly.
Know, but it's a play, and I've seen it a pro play. I'm going to do it in ranked now.
Also, you don't have the dart
Gorgeous.
that gets in the
That is also, yes, that is also very accurate, but I don't need to hear your negativity. What a gorgeous play from Com. I'm really enjoying this early round Odin. Look, that aside, they have the advantage, and Team Heretics do not seem to be getting any ground. Another player dropped the spike, confirmed to be outside of A, and at this point, it's like reading a children's novel. This should be easy as can be for EG. Not taking a step wrong to close.
jawgemo rotating, Com on the cross. They are very ready for this, but Zeek wins the battle. It's traded back in mid. Their lurk is gone, and Zeek now trying to get that bit more aggressive. They have been slaughtered as they try and enter the B site.
Oh, BcJ, you need to go huge. That's gonna do it. A quick double, but unfortunately, we've seen Mixwell pop the ulties right back online. Boostio, though, wants to shut it down, keep those kills in their favor. 3 versus 3, ability to fight back in. Ethan's got a kill, and they have a lockdown. This should be a round for EG. Team Heretics need to find an advantage. They can't just sit down and wait for the retake to... They can't just sit down and wait for the retake to come through, and here's a problem now. Okay, maybe not. Mixwell's fighting for it. He's trying to make up for that flash. If only he still had one. Time to run away.
Zeke's managed to find one, but he needs his teammate to try and hold on here. Mixwell, he gets the final kill.
They've got one more round on the attack to try and pick it up. Zeek could be in trouble here. That's just a sheriff. He didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, a bit of an optimistic fight to take. But in a round like this, you almost have to be a little bit more aggressive. keloqz into the site. He is the man that needs to go huge. First kill is Wade trying to take it all. And a little bit unlucky. BcJ full sprint headshot him through the floor. But they are blinded. A 3v3. Weaponry for mixwell. Weaponry for AvovA. It's possible.
It looks like we got another weapon picked up. It's not quite the same caliber. Rocking in with the Spectre, but it'll do something at least. Quick tag up top, that's going to slow your push. Mixwell, he's inside the smoke, he's up close, there's a kill! But it's traded right back out. The dash into the site from jawgemo, and he's caught a no! What? I need a replay of that. But immediately, what in the... How? That's 7-5 at the half. Well deserved from EG. From 4-0 down, they've put 7-1 on the board.
A really, really impressive resurgence, and this round may be a little bit closer than it should have been. A nice attempt for them to bring this one home, but jawgemo not only getting the first entry back in, but just finding absolutely everything as he dashes back into the smoke. We're definitely going to need to see quite a lot more of that, though.
If they're going to do it, this is the place to make that stand, but AvovA down right away puts the A side under threat.
Well, a freebie at least. We'll turn it back into a 4 versus 4. I think they're probably going to wait to try and play the retake. A bit of a longer rotation coming through from Zeek. In the meantime, also got this aggressive push. It's expected. It's being watched for. I don't know if he's going to get too much from this, but even still, time has been bought. Now they look to reposition, go back towards that main spot as the retake begins.
Two frenzies on the drop down. Just shredding them, turning them to Swiss cheese. Ethan hitting every single shot, and no chance he's stopping anytime soon.
Even a plant might be enough to get them a purchase into the next round, especially with the lower shields. keloqz is going to be forced out of there. Never mind, he's dead. Traded by Boo. But that's a weapon on the ground. He needs to get a little bit more. Spam is finding at least a bit of extra damage. The flash through has put him down. He's on 2 HP. He needs to wait for reinforcements.
He ran into the nade as well. Must have thought that was the last pulse on it. Now rifles retrieved as well. Ethan and BcJ stacked up with mixwell on 2 health. One of the toughest clutches facing them, and in such an important round. This could set the dominoes on their final cascade. It's time to make that retake happen, and Boostio stopped them with a stinger! Team Heretics, they had to do it here, and now all hope is on Zeek. The 1 versus 2, he knows where they are, but it's a whole different ball game dealing with them. BcJ deals the final blow, 10 rounds for EG.
They've got their lockdown as well in this round. Like the Glade Storm available. There's plenty they can do. Flash is decent, but it's only a trade. It gives the setup. BcJ gone again. Now this is a bit more of a problem. 2 rounds in a row without having those smokes. They need to almost just find the space, find the gap, and right now, they're potentially peeking in. This lockdown's being used as a ruse, a fake, to try and bait them into the rotation. They're going to use up 1 ult to try and counter it. And in the meantime, keloqz has found another. AvovA about to come under pressure as well. And in fact, he's somewhat been baited by the fake plant. It's not going to go down, but he knows where they are.
Still hitting the shot, another thing. Great flash, but another player out wide. Not caught. Boostio grabbing himself another. And we end up 2 versus 2. Lockdown could be the turning point of this. I mean, that is blocking out all of the control, and jawgemo, he's going for it. He's updrafted. At least he's staying aggressive. He just needs the kill. 1 second to go, and it's not going to happen.
No, you can't do that.
Bite-sized little niblets. He's chopped up. Vicious play, don't you dare, don't you dare! He's gonna do it right off the rip! So much damage done! I love this man, and there's the follow-up with the stinger! A brave TP on the site for the info, and it works out for a trade.
keloqz is going through. He's pushing in. He's gonna get tagged up by the drone. A chance for him to be taken out almost instantaneously. Now Boostio desperately low. The rotation now coming back in. But they do have themselves that Odin to almost try and man the cross, to try and deny them back into the site. They will have a decent idea of where he is, though.
I love this, man. Yeah, attack side Odin, it hits different. That's a BcJ call if ever I've seen one. Calm, ready, and waiting. Here comes the big boy! Another kill, and that's shut them down. Heretics only have AvovA left, and he's revealed. Oh,
what? That was a nasty shot back through. He actually tries to use the dart to bait it, but it doesn't matter. The lockdown in play. Full retake being set up, Stingers across the board, utility being used, and Comms found the opener. That lockdown's gone. In fact, he's got two. What an incredible Hunter's Fury to start the round. A trade from AvovA at least makes this one look feasible, but they are still in a bad spot.
I think he hit both of them with that first Hunter's Fury blast. It must have, because the second one was the one that got the kill on Mixwell, and I don't think anybody had seen him. If he has just blind ulted Mixwell and keloqz shot him, that is the most unlucky timing. They've got Stingers on the other side. The ult was one of the only things that they had going in their favor, and comes late. 3 kills for this man, and it's the first time he's fired a shot. They still haven't dealt with him, and by the time they do, there's so many players rooted in on the site. A good attempt, wrapped down to just one. Jawgemo has to do it alone. A Stinger, good for the first and the second. EG have done it, and Team Heretics are going home.
They have had so many spicy little set plays, so many incredible ideas from a young squad with an added little bit of experience and a fantastic coach, it has to be said. They have 2-0'd Heretics out of the tournament. Not
He
the
did!
performance would
He
have...
collapsed them! Stop it! That is insane!